Hello and welcome to another episode of Blue Alpine TV. In today's episode, we'll talk about what happens with Bitcoin and the Bitcoin price in the future. So if we go into the market, today there is blood on the streets once again. A lot of coins are dropping 5 to 10%, and it seems like there is no end in sight. So as an investor, as a trader, as someone who is thinking long-term, what should you do in this situation? So it is a bit tough, obviously, to predict the future, and we're not trying to do that. We still believe in certain fundamentals of the coins. We think now is a good time to actually not invest into anything, but actually do your research. So use this time to actually research the coins that you wanted to buy, but were actually very high in price. So it's very likely that this price will drop down even further. It could go to 2,000, it could go to 5,000, maybe to 300, 400, 500, nobody knows. And anyone who tells you he or she knows is really lying. I think it's important though to realize that it is a volatile market. It is a risky market. You have started investing into this market with that in mind, so don't forget this. And at the same time, just think about the positive future crypto could and will bring. So think about your original why, as in why did you invest into cryptocurrency? What do you believe in? How do you believe the future will look like? And that was kind of your thought on why and how you invested into cryptocurrency. Now, there is a lot of talk in the news about this death cross. And the question is, what exactly is Bitcoin's death cross and how can you kind of know what it is? So a death cross, as it says in this article, occurs when the 50-day moving average, which is this green line here for the podcast listeners. We're looking at the graph over, the last couple of months up until December. And we're seeing basically Bitcoin's graph, and then we are seeing two graphs that are kind of cutting through the actual chart. And these are 50-day moving averages and 200-day moving averages. So it's kind of the combination of where the chart went and combined looked at the last 50 days and the last 200 days. So when the 50-day moving average cuts the 200-day moving average from above, it's a bearish crossover, indicating a long-term bear market going forward. As seen on the Bitcoin daily chart below, the 50-day moving average looks set to dip below the 200-day moving average imminently. So it is very close to actually crossing that. Now, I'm not, and we're not really interested in the technicals of these things, but it's important to note that technically a death cross only appears when the 200-day moving average goes down as well, together with the 50-day moving average. And if the 50-day moving average crosses the 200-day moving average and both go down, then technically it's a death cross. This is a technical term. It doesn't have to do anything with Bitcoin becoming becoming the currency of the future, or digital gold, or whatever you believe that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general will become. So it shouldn't really shake your thoughts and mind about what cryptocurrency potentially could be. It's important to always do your research and always be aware that right now the market is very, very risky. Nobody really knows what happens. It's a very unknown stage. And I think until the governments come out, namely, for example, the SEC or the CFTC, when the government comes out and kind of clears the air about how they treat ICOs, how they treat cryptocurrencies and all of these things, only then I think the charts will start to go up again. Maybe earlier, maybe later, nobody really knows. But like I said in the beginning, I think it's really important that you take this time kind of and invest into researching the coins that you think are interesting. Maybe there was not the right time for you to buy into something that you wanted to do, and all of these things. So look into these different coins that you thought were interesting and really research it with the 6x6 method that we talked about here in the videos. Alternatively, you can sign up on bluealpineresearch.com and actually do your research by reading through our fundamental analysis papers. And with that, guys, we're already at the end of today's episode. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the podcast, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.